Okay, welcome back to the Every Waking Moment podcast, the podcast that you didn't know you needed. That's how I described it at first. People, speaking of people liking the podcast, I'm Rob and Sherry's over here. She's with me today. We're actually both here doing the podcast, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's here. So the people who have listened to us and wondering where we were, it's a rough time of year at the end of the school year. The middle weeks of June.
Well, the month of Rob.
The month of Rob is
It
one thing.
didn't go as planned, Rob.
No, I mean it's okay. Yeah, I mean I have no complaints about the month of Rob. June is the month of Rob because it's my anniversary. I share with you. You can be involved. It's my birthday. It's Prince's birthday, and it's it's Father's Day. So it's the month of Rob.
You didn't say our special gift for the anniversary. We didn't get like flowers or like I was gonna lead up to that joke.
Oh, I was gonna talk about that when we talk about fathers.
A mailbox.
Yeah.
My dad snuck over here.
Yeah.
And he built us a mailbox.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And he rototilled the garden.
Yeah, same day.
That's right.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging on with us. 650 views. This is episode 9, I believe. And some more popular than others. It's clearly that the more popular ones are the ones that me and you are together on. I've done a couple. Well, the one with my mom was different, so that did well. But the normal ones where it's us telling stories, it's better when it's both of us.
And we visited her recently, so.
Yeah, sad. It is what it is. So thanks for watching, everyone, listening. Most of the views, I mean, I've only really put it on Spotify, only a couple episodes, but most of all of the episodes are on YouTube. And for a podcast that's now no video, I think 650 views is decent. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And like I said, we apologize for missing some time, but it's just very hectic. You know, it's hard to get our ducks in a row. Well,
you were trying to make it happen,
right?
I wasn't like in it. I was really busy,
yeah,
and I didn't feel it.
A lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
you had a lot of stuff to do. You know,
I'm not feeling like storytelling.
No.
And you're gonna have to kind of push me a little bit tonight.
I'll push you, baby.
All right.
I'll push right out the window. Mm-hmm. You ready? So, I wanted to go back about Father's Day. It was last week, and my Father's Day is going to be tomorrow. We're going out to eat. Looking forward to that with the girls. So, I just want to talk a little bit about my father, Robert Fay Sr., passed away 10 years ago. Can you believe it's been 10 years?
I thought you were going to say 5.
It's 10.
2016.
Years. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The girls were in middle school. He passed away age of 79. I thought I had grown up with my dad younger. He was my hero, got me into sports, coached my teams, and then he ended up moving up to New Hampshire to find a job, and then he moved us up here, and then our relationship kind of soured. But we got back to good ground before he passed, long before he passed. So we buried the hatchet, put that past behind us. So we were good there. And I didn't realize I was talking to my cousin Ken, and what an effect my father had on pretty much everybody. And he talked to my cousins who the sons and daughters of my father's twin brother, and because he lived there for like a year, so they all have stories about my dad and what a fun guy he was. And Kenny, my cousin Ken, uses his quotes all the time, like my father would say, come on. Whenever he wanted people to hurry up, or he would always say that he's flexible. We were making plans. Like in Disney World, he kept saying that. We're like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but the line's too long, so we're going to go over here. And he just kept saying, all right, I'm flexible. And then he would say, what are you bringing me here for? There's no beer. Because when we went in 87, they didn't serve beer except Epcot. So he didn't like that. So happy Heavenly Father's Day to him. I miss him. I see pictures of him all the time, my Facebook memories. So many things have happened since he's passed that I wish I could share with him. Like he never got to see Avery even pick up a lacrosse stick. He didn't get to see the girls graduate.
Miranda's art shows.
Miranda's art shows.
Avery
Avery's
played
the
band.
band. Um, it sucks. So I miss him. I wish he was still here. It
I
was
miss
fun.
him too. Can I say a little bit about
Yeah,
Bob?
please do,
All
because
right.
he loved you.
I got to know him better when he moved in here, right? He was just a fun guy. He was always up for a good time, and he loved to go dancing, and he loved to go bowling,
Yeah.
and yeah, and he loved to get together with his brother and friends, and he adored his grandgirls.
Hmm.
And I wish that he had been able to see his other grandgirl and grandboy. The distance was tricky because he only flew like to the wedding.
Yeah, I went to the wedding.
Yeah, he just adores his
Yeah.
grandchildren. He was all about them. And he was such a good father-in-law. And I miss him too.
Yep. Father's Days. It's been 10 Father's Days since he's passed, so you'd think you'd get used to it by now, but you don't. I wanted to give a shout out to Sherry's dad, Cliff. Um, Superman. He built, like Sherry said before, he came over and gave us a surprise. Some people get surprise gifts, but we got a surprise mailbox because we needed one really
He
bad.
waited he thought I think he thought we both were at work.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned he ruined the surprise when you found out.
So
But yeah, he'd been planning that.
I came home from work and there he was, making a mailbox, digging a hole. At
My
80,
dad,
how old
yeah.
is he?
So
81?
dad's going to be, we're just figuring this out. He's going to be 80 in January.
So
And he is still a beast.
he is a beast.
And he of course is a Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart. We're
Hmm.
very proud of him, but it coming back from Vietnam, it steered him in a different direction. And so now he suffers from PTSD. But he loved my mom and married her and had 4 girls. I think they wanted a boy, but he was that first dad in the 70s that these girls can play ball. And we were playing basketball, baseball, softball like the rest of them. And he was just shooting pop flies and teaching us foul shots, put the basketball hoop up. We're always in the backyard or at the park.
Yep.
And he just, when it came to yard work, we couldn't touch anything.
No.
But when it came to sports, yeah, he made us play hard. He didn't treat us like girls. And then when we became teenagers, he kind of stepped back a little bit, but he was always there for us.
Yeah.
And now he has 12 grandkids.
And
just like your dad, adores them. And he just became a great grandfather.
yeah.
How like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Probably get her first basketball. But he's a very generous guy, and if you need him to do anything, because he's handy in every way and self-taught, he learned on his own. Sometimes he'd read a book, and he didn't have a YouTube tutorial. Everything he learned on his own, because he lost his father kind of young.
Yeah.
But the kind of fix-it things he does, it's all Cliff. And he was an electrician. So he often helped out family and friends at no cost. It would take him days to do things because he's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But he gives all of himself to others.
Yeah.
Some projects didn't end up getting done at our own house because he put others in front.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Some
happy
of the wiring
Father's
in this
Day,
house
Dad.
is done by him. Yeah. Some of the wiring.
A lot
He
in
wired
this
up
house.
wired
We
up the
have to live
pool.
in this house forever. We can't sell it.
Wired up the
The floor we're on right now is from Cliff.
oh yeah, the floors. Yeah.
Yeah, he taught me. We installed some of these floors together.
Yep. He's very impressive man. So happy Father's Day.
Some other day would tell you how funny he is. He is the joke teller at the veterans group.
Does enjoy the
Some good
dad
jokes.
jokes. Yep. So that's wrapping up the Father's Day week that we wanted to just talk about our dads. So the um, the theme of this week, if you want to call it, how we're getting on here with the podcast is going to be it's summer. I mean, it's first day of summer is this week, right? Coming up. So
I think
first
it
day
was
of,
just yesterday.
could have been. I
No,
can't
the
remember.
21st.
Is it? Well, it's what is it? It's the 23rd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're in summer. Summer just started, and so we wanted to talk about summers, how we remember it growing up, summers when we were a young couple, and how those summers went, and then talk about summers with the girls, growing up with the girls in the summers, and all the adventures they went on.
Rob likes to go down memory lane.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
was
just
trying to
laying it
steer
out for you,
him
baby.
just like
Laying it out for you, baby.
summers with the girls then and now, but he's going to take you back.
So let's go back to the 80s or maybe the 70s. For me, my memories of the summer in the 80s were probably, I don't know, it has a lot to do with music. You hear the 80s songs, it brings you back. So that's the most thing I remembered. Just playing in the yard with your friends, and we had a pool, you had a pool. Just playing wiffle ball and kickball, and I don't know if kickball is kickball like a regional thing because it was huge where I grew up, and you guys played up here in New Hampshire, and I grew up down in southeastern Massachusetts, kind of right near Rhode Island. Kickball was like the thing. Everybody played
We
kickball.
were
We had
kickball every
teams.
day. We didn't whatever
had
kid showed up
teams.
on the street.
Yeah, and my cousin lived in a different part of town, and he would put a team together from his neighborhood, and his mom would drop them off, all of them off at our house, and we'd have like a neighborhood versus neighborhood kickball like tournaments, and they would usually win. Me and my cousin were pretty much the same skill level at the kickball, but he had like a neighbor. Remember his name, Ricky Alves, who was a tremendous athlete, and he would bring him, Ricky Alves, and his brother. And I didn't have anybody in my neighborhood that could match Ricky Alves' athletic ability, so we got pounded all the time in the kickball. But
See, that's when you should have had Cliff's girls.
yeah, I didn't have any. There
You would have shown
there was
Ricky
some girls in the
a
neighborhood
few
that would play.
things.
Yeah, there was some girls in the neighborhood that would play. So I had when I think about the summer in the old neighborhood, I have very fond memories of playing, and those were the days when you played outside a lot, and it's not so much.
All day long. Were you
Yeah.
allowed inside?
If it rained, but we had a garage, and if it rained, we'd play in the garage. I don't know, we'd find something stupid to do, play Stratego or something
Mom
like
didn't
that.
like when we came back inside.
Yeah,
What are you doing in here? We were outside all day long, and we actually got upset when anyone called us in for dinner or lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'd have to call like 5 times because we just wanted to stay out, even in the dark. Did your parents know where you were?
Well, my father had no clue he's at work, but my mom, she knew where she would have to walk to in the yard, so her voice would be able to be heard in the multiple neighborhood other yards of friends of ours that we would be in. So I guess you could once in a while she would call one of the neighbors' moms and say it's Robbie and Steffi over there and send them home. But I don't know. As kids, I think we had like a sixth sense of what time it was to come home.
No one knew where we were.
No, we were either
We were in someone's backyard.
we were
Sometimes we were down by the brook. I'm talking like knees in the brook,
Yeah.
walking around with
Yeah.
crayfish and slugs,
We had a
and
brook in our backyard.
making ramps with
Mhm.
with old wood from anyone's yard.
Yeah.
There could have been nails. But we made the best bike ramps. We were up and down street. We knew how far we couldn't go, and we stayed within that parameter. But
Right.
whose backyard we were in, no clue. They would yell out the window. The 80s were yelling out the windows. Did you
Yeah.
have that? All the ladies were like aunts, and all the guys,
Yeah.
the dads were like our uncles, and they would just have to yell our names,
Yeah.
and eventually it'd catch up to us.
Yeah. Not many of the dads were around. Like,
So
when the
different
dads
now.
came home, like, it was time to go home. That was kind of the thing. Like, if you were over the Garnett's house and Mr. Garnett came home, we knew it was supper time, so we'd go home.
Oh, we were out. We were out even after dinner. I'm
Oh
talking
yeah, we'd
like
go back
Ghost in the
out.
Graveyard.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
we played lions and tigers in the field where it had tall grass. I mean, for some reason, I didn't get a lot of ticks back then. Now I would be infested.
I don't even remember. I remember gypsy moths,
Yeah,
mosquitoes. I don't remember ticks either.
wasn't a big thing. You get them, but I mean, it's not like it is now. I don't know. Super ticks.
But the beetles, do you remember those beetles? The sound, that high pitched sound when you'd wake
Yeah,
up, you knew it was summer.
yeah, and that was part of. It was you could. It was quiet where I lived, and I'm sure it was quiet where you lived too. So that was all you could do is come outside and hear that buzz, and you
Yep.
know it was summer, and yeah, it was good times. In my last summer, it was probably 1984, my last summer in Westport. We did a lot of, I wouldn't say camping. You know, one of the kids had tent, and we would just put it up in the yard, and we would camp out in the yard. So we did a lot of that the last summer, and night swimming. Night swimming was cool. That was
If we
cool.
were allowed, yeah.
Yeah. We had one spotlight in the house that would shine and enough to go in the pool. And yeah, night swimming was fun.
Did you do a little pool wiffle ball?
Not so much in the pool because because you have to keep getting out. You get the ball, get the ball out of the pool. So
Marco Polo.
a lot of Marco Polo, tons of
So
Marco
many
Polo.
rounds of Marco Polo.
Yeah, so much Marco Polo. Yeah. So that was growing up in the 80s. That's when we started listening to when music started meaning a lot to us. So we always had the radio on. I think I got my first boom box, had it on like I think it was I can't remember the station, and it was in Providence, but I don't remember the station anymore. But it was all the stuff that's back in all the 80s channels that have now. It's all the same that we listened to back then. Brings you back when I can almost smell smell the air. Like I lived in a beach town, but I lived far from the beach, so didn't really have that salt smell. But summer had a smell, I think. So that brings you back to that.
We didn't
And
have the smell of sunscreen. Never ever
no,
had
no,
sunscreen. We didn't
God,
really have music because we were outside a lot. I'm gonna say it was the bookmobile for me. I loved when it showed up every Thursday. Get some books and I'd read out in the lawn till the next kickball game started or
yeah,
fort making would start.
yeah. Can't say I was much into books. You know,
Well, I should say that they weren't kid books.
you
I
ever read
was
slutty
reading like
books?
Stephen King.
Oh, they were
Oh yeah, the
slutty.
bookmobile had a whole aisle. After I went through the whole like Laura Ingalls Little House on the Prairie thing and the Judy Blume books, it was all Stephen King. I'm talking like 11, 12 years old.
Hmm.
It's the best.
Yeah. No, I wasn't much into. I read what I had to for school, like Encyclopedia Brown or something like that.
You missed out.
Yeah. Not a big book guy. So, um, so I move up here, and we meet in the late '80s, early '90s. And as a young couple, some of the things that we did summer, I think, because the first summer we were a couple, I would graduated high school, so I was already working or getting ready to go to community college. So it was a
Yeah, we were
different
both
kind of thing.
working.
We were working. You were stealing money from Kennedy Lake. Um, and I and I was delivering pizza for $5 an hour. And the summers were. I still have to find them fond memories. We went in the pool a lot. Had a pool up here.
We did
Kept
the
it
pool
going.
wiffle ball. We were playing knockout a lot,
Yeah,
21.
I remember being in
Horse.
your pool at your dad's house. I
I
remember that.
remember playing like catch in the backyard.
Wiffle ball and kickball and even softball. You guys played softball. We didn't do it because we had a lot of guys, and we would hit it over the fence into my neighbor's yard, and it actually hit their house or their shed, which was aluminum, and it was very loud. So we didn't play hardball or softball because of travel too far. But you guys aimed towards the woods, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, my old house, it aimed towards a neighbor's house over a fence, and not cool. Didn't want to. Did it a few times and made a lot of noise, so
I
didn't want to
think
do that.
those were years that we introduced you to the camp because we had my grandpa and grandma's camp, and
Yep.
we'd go up there as kids. My family did. And every once in a while, we were allowed to bring up a date.
Yeah.
And so the older cousins sometimes would have a boyfriend or girlfriend up there. And finally, I got to bring a Rob. You
Yes,
went
I
to
got
the
my
wrong
own room.
lake.
I went to the wrong lake at first. I
Was
didn't
there
really.
another camp,
There's no GPS
another
back then.
girl on the dock you went to go
No,
visit?
I don't
Or
know. I didn't get that far.
oh,
You're lucky there wasn't. You know.
and
Spreading
there was
myself
only there was
around.
no GPS.
No, it
So
wasn't
this
a big
was
deal.
like we didn't even have cell phones. How did you even find me? Because every road off 28 was a dirt road.
Your dad
So
gave me
what would you
directions and I
say?
wrote them down.
So you eventually just kept driving down the dirt roads till you found the right one?
No, well, it wasn't the dirt road that screwed me up. It was take a left at the church with the blinking light. I don't know
Yeah.
how I didn't see the blinking light, but the church was
There were a lot of yellow
small.
blinking
The
lights.
church was so small, I didn't even notice it. So I just kept driving. Then how did I call? I must have.
You must have stopped at a
Yeah, it
payphone.
must have been a
Was it
payphone.
maybe the Barnstead Country
No,
Store?
it was the Half Moon Country Store, the Half
They
Moon
had their own
Lake.
country store?
Yeah, Half Moon Lake Country
Nice.
Store, and I called. You guys must have given me the phone number. Yeah, and then your mom came and got me. I
You were
followed
lucky you
her.
got to go to the camp. That wasn't allowed to.
Yeah,
too
I got
much.
my own
The whole
room.
family was there, and you had to be in your own room.
Yeah, I got my own
You
room.
got one of the adult bedrooms
I
all to
did.
yourself.
I
Where did
did.
they sleep? It must have been an aunt and uncle that slept somewhere else.
They slept upstairs sometimes
Yeah,
when they were
special
able to climb
guests.
the
Look
ladder.
at that.
Yeah. So it was what
Did
was
you use
those?
the outhouse, or did we already have a bathroom by then?
No, you added a bathroom. You had an outhouse. Started with
Oh,
an
I
outhouse.
grew up using the outhouse at the camp.
Wow.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
remember
yeah.
that. No, when I got
Didn't bother
there,
me.
you had a bathroom. You know.
Yeah, that's why I don't get bothered by porta potties at games or at fairs.
No, in my age and how many times I pee, I welcome a porta potty.
Nice.
I have fond memories of finding a.
I might have to get you a portable potty.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
Well, I drink a lot of water.
Oh, there you
A
go.
ton of water, which I just there's nothing better than ice cold water. I just love it. So I pee a lot.
So we'd also go to the movies?
So we would we would hit the movies and we would go in the pool here. Well, not here, but in my mom's old house. Kept it up. My father, they got divorced, but I kept the pool going because it was very important to us. I remember when I think I was working at an investment place and you graduated.
Oh, we're going that far in the future.
So you were
Okay.
so you were home
I
and
thought
you
you were
were
gonna
able to go
say,
you were able
yeah.
to use the pool every day.
I thought you were gonna mention me
I can't.
babysitting and working at the rec. But around then,
Yeah, you did.
maybe I was working at like kids camps
Yeah,
after
I mean,
Hudson Rec.
I'm not sure. Did you do both? Did you work at Canopy on the weekends and the
Oh
rec
yeah,
during
I
the
worked
week?
like 75 hours a week.
Yeah, so she
I would
worked
work
at
at
the
like
local
day camps and then go to Canopy at
the
night.
regional theme park. If you're in
Yeah,
the New Hampshire area.
$5.25.
Worked
That's
at
what kept
Canopy
me
Lake
working.
Park.
I mean, yeah, $5.
Yeah,
And
back
then you'd
then.
go babysit and you might get like $3, maybe $5 if they're out past midnight.
Yep. So that's the summers that when we were dating. I remember going. I remember working delivering pizza a lot, but I remember coming home and still going in the pool. Like we
I
did the night.
remember staying outside with lounge chairs,
Yeah.
and we had our first dog, Dion. We had
Uh,
Dion before we were married,
mhm.
and we would just sit out in the yard, your mom's yard, and listen to the crickets
Yep.
and throw the frisbee to Dion.
Mhm.
It's the best.
Yeah.
No mortgage to pay back then.
No school loans either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing right there. School loans.
No,
That'll
that
be a
doesn't
whole.
belong in this podcast.
That'll be a whole.
What does are these bug bites that I got? It's like so rainy. I have bug bites
Yeah.
on my legs today.
And well, showing the gams. The bugs
Yeah,
are all
it's
over
so
them.
bad.
Showing the gams out there, baby.
I had
bugs
bug
can-
spray on. It doesn't work.
No, I've
It's
told you
cheap
that a
stuff.
million times. No such thing. Bug spray
It's the
doesn't
dog
work.
walks.
Yeah.
All right, so summer's when?
Summer. So let's put a
Bo's in the podcast again.
let's
Hi.
put a
You
let's,
gotta
speaking of
open my
bow,
box.
let's tie a bow on that one. The one of us going to um, together when we were younger. We still appreciated summer. We didn't really go to the beach that much, did we? Not a
You and
lot.
me? We went to the beach after prom.
Um,
I don't think we went to the beach together though. I
not
wasn't
much.
a beachy person
We
for a
had
while
because
because
you
we
had
had
the
the
camp.
camp, the
Yeah,
lake.
at the
My
lake.
parents didn't really bring us to the ocean
But I
much.
mean, we were like
But
19, 20, 21. We could do what the hell we wanted to do, and we didn't go. Not a lot of beach
you
going.
know what? I think we were just working too much. And when I was
Yeah,
working, if you had a day off and you worked weekends,
yeah.
because that's when
And
that,
to be honest, the route the route to the beach has changed. They made it bigger, so
yeah,
it was quicker to get there. It was a haul.
we definitely go now.
I mean, it's an hour away from here. Um, so hopping in the car and going to the beach back then, when it was only the highway was just 2 lanes.
We should have gone to Robinson's Pond,
Nah.
Dara Pond.
See, I wasn't. I want to talk
Hang
about
out
that a
at
little
the
bit.
pond.
When I grew up in Westport, we were beach people. Like I never went in a lake ever, 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 ever. Thought it was disgusting. I'm like, that's disgusting. It's landlocked.
Lived in the lake.
So I went in a lake once when we had my father was coaching little league and one of the parents had a campsite and we had the end of the year party at a campsite. We was on a lake and there was a float a floating dock way out in the middle so you could jump off and stuff. And that was the first time I'd ever been in a lake. Like, and that was the day my father saved a kid's life from drowning. One of the kids in the little league, it was 12U, but you could be as young as 9. And one of the 9-year-olds tried to keep up with us, the 12-year-olds.
He wasn't a swimmer?
Probably even 13 by then. Yeah, went down. My father had to jump in and save his ass.
No
Yeah.
lifeguard.
No. It wasn't one of those things. Yeah, so he saved, and I saved my niece's life.
Oh, that was later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what we do, us Fey men. We save the world. You know, some people
Well, we
run
should
from
have a
danger.
podcast about that.
Some people run.
You
from
have
danger.
saved a lot of people.
I
That was
have.
that rollover and stuff. Okay, wait. Not tonight,
No.
but that's a podcast
Yeah.
topic. Yeah.
And that was like 2 in the same month. There was
Mhm.
another one. That's crazy. Everywhere I go, people are crashing. So, wasn't much into the beach. When we really had a good chance being single, no kids. You were out of college, I was out of college, and we really had a chance to go as much as we want. We really didn't, but
No,
we
didn't. I
had the
think we were
camp.
working too much.
Yeah, and we also
You didn't really go up to the camp too much.
more then, that's for sure. So that brings us to when the girls were born, and the cute picture we see every year on Facebook memories of the Camp Road kiddie parade when they were little, and you dress them all up, and they ride their bikes down the
I
camp
was
road.
thinking kitty cat because
Yeah.
Bo was just in here. I'm like, what cats were at the camp?
No, not
You
that
mean
cat.
the 4th of July parade?
Yeah.
We dress them all up.
Now I went to for your camp. Everybody shoots fireworks off the other camps, and it's usually the 3rd for some reason.
It is the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, even the 5th. It is
Yeah.
every night
So,
in July at the camp.
so I got to go to a bunch at first, and then once I worked at where I work now,
Yeah.
I missed a lot of 4th of July's
Yeah,
because
but
I had a set schedule, and I worked. But I don't get holidays in the media and the news business, and we're open 24/7, 365. So I worked a lot of 4th of July's. So
There were a lot
missed
of 4th of July's without you. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
but it's okay as long as the girls were getting
Cousin time?
cousin time and time at the lake and things
Yeah, we
that
plopped them
things
in
that
the
we
lake.
thought they would remember for the rest of their life. I
They
hope
don't even
remember.
know how little they were plopped in that lake. I
Yeah.
wanted them to grow up like us.
Yeah,
It's like plop them in the lake. They were babies, boat rides right away, jumping off the dock.
canoe rides and the paddle boat.
Yeah.
And
See, it
later
was
on.
different when they grew up, though.
Yeah.
So we knew where they were every second. every minute.
That's
It
not what
was
I heard.
not the 80s anymore.
That's not what I heard.
Like when they were little?
I've heard sometimes, and don't tell Dad. You lost Avery once.
Where?
I don't know. I just remember someone telling me that
I
you lost
lost
her.
Avery? Oh, no, that we were at the beach. But that wasn't Avery. That was a nephew. A nephew
No,
and a
somebody
niece?
said that you lost one of them. You lost one of them.
I don't think I ever lost a kid. I was like their shadow.
So I'm sure it was
Here
like
comes the early Alzheimer thing
I'm
again
sure it
now.
was
So
just
now I'm like,
minutes.
what?
Yeah, but
That would be a good story. So let's ask them.
I don't know if it's them that told me. It was one of your sisters. Don't tell Dad.
Don't know where and I don't know how,
You know.
but it was different. It wasn't you were outside all day.
Yeah.
Wasn't like that. I was like the playmate outside. We have a neighborhood where there weren't many kids, right? All the kids were kind of grown.
Here, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we had to bring the fun to them.
We did.
So if you wanted fun in the yard, it was either with me or it was with bringing friends or cousins over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had every pool you can imagine till we made our way up to a real
Play
above
dates.
ground pool.
Yeah,
We
we
still
had
don't
the
have the in-ground
inflatable
pool.
one.
We had every kind of pool,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they weren't outside like that. They were outside, but we knew where they were. And
Right.
there
They
were
weren't
no like
right near bikes down
kids
the street.
outside playing kickball. I would have to play kickball with them in the backyard. Or
Yeah.
we'd play at the camp road with the cousins.
Yeah, it's just a different time. Even if there was like kids in the neighborhood, I'm sure it would be a little different, but it was just
Yeah.
the kind of time where it was like scheduled play dates were the thing, not
Yeah.
so much just, you know,
These kids
nobody
were part.
back when we were growing up, you just knock on your house. Can so and so come out? And they came out.
We were
They
kind of
don't do that
thrown out
anymore.
in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Every kid was kind of pushed out, and we became best friends. You didn't have play dates or kids over because you're best friends with the kids in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there were so many kids, but our girls didn't have that here. We had to bring the friends over. So we had pool parties. How
Yeah.
about our annual pool parties?
Yeah, then it got taken over. It
Yeah.
got taken over.
It's
Remember
like the
that?
last day of school.
We had a last day of school pool
We'd have that
party.
every year.
Then
We'd have like different themes.
someone stole that idea, but they had a better
Yeah.
pool, so we were like, all right.
My girls were
that's okay.
psyched they could go swimming in that pool.
Yeah, they had an in-ground pool. Gigantic
Yeah.
one, so
But these girls had like adventures.
Yeah.
It was like, was it twice a week?
oh yeah,
I'd be packing them up for the beach. We'd be going to Storyland, Santa's Village, Canny Bee Lake Park, the
Yeah.
camp, of course. We tried the
took them-
flume. We did hiking with Papa. Wow.
yeah. They did a
These
lot of
girls
things.
were part of a summer camp they don't even remember.
And I always worked weekends, so
Yeah, you didn't get to go on a lot of
I didn't
these
get to go on a
adventures.
lot of the adventures. So, but I'm glad you got a chance to do it with them, and hopefully
I
they
have pictures, and the
good
girls want to
pictures.
remember.
And yeah, I mean there isn't a historical site or a theme park in the state
saw
that you
everything.
haven't seen.
We saw everything, but they don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember someone asked Avery at work, "Did you the Kangamangas?" They were headed up there, and she had never heard of it. We went to the Kangamangas every
I even
summer.
remember that.
They
I've
were
gone
even
to
in
that.
baby backpacks.
Yep, we went there. That's
Yeah.
That's something we probably
We'd
did.
hike or go hit the lower falls, go swimming, Echo Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably did that as a couple more than we went to the beach because I remember bringing Dion more than one time to Swift River
Yeah.
and trying to find a spot where there were no people because he wasn't a bad dog. It's just like, you want your privacy when it's you and your dog. So you and the Swift River. If you've ever been on the Swift River, if you ever been on the King,
Kangamangas? We're not
Yeah,
saying
we're
it
not
right.
saying it right.
No,
No,
we're New Hampshire people, and we are
could
not
be the
saying
King
that
of
right.
Magus. King of Magus.
Come
Anyway,
on.
if you've ever been on that river, if you've been on that road, the highway, it goes through the White Mountains, and the river follows it the whole time. So you can pretty much pull over wherever you want, and you can jump in the river when it's high enough.
Well, don't lose anyone down the river.
And you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, so those memories, compared to the memories that we had growing up, some of the differences were, like you said, playing with the neighborhood friends. The girls didn't really have any here, so that was different. You had to make play dates. So we had last day of school. We had pool parties. I remember a lot of things that we did here.
Yeah.
During the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. And then and now that they're in their 20s, we still have one that lives here, one that lives in Boston because she goes to school, and um, we're trying to get her to come to the pool tomorrow. So that would be fun because if they come here, they utilize the yard to suntan, basically, is what
Yeah,
they do.
and the older one doesn't suntan.
She did
The
a couple
sun
times
isn't much
last
for
year,
her.
and she
Yeah. And our pool looks like
and
a
now she
puddle to
works
them.
she works full time now, so during the prime time of the sun, she's at work now. So she's a working girl. She's a woman. She's a working woman, and she used to get dark.
Yeah,
Avery
like
was the one that was fair skinned. When you used to go to
even
the
she
camp and
gets
they were
dark.
outside all day long,
Yeah,
Miranda got dark like me,
yeah.
and Avery was kind of more fair skinned,
I
jet
walk
red.
out to the mailbox and I'm red. I'm sunburned immediately
Yeah.
and then it fades next day.
Well,
I was
you
like a
could have the
peeler and blister girl growing up. There was no
yeah.
sunscreen.
I remember peeling. We would get red and get a sunburn and we'd peel, but after that I would be brown because of my pigmentation as a Portuguese.
And
Um,
I'm very Irish,
it's very
Scottish.
Irish and Welsh.
Well,
Throw a little Welsh in there.
yes.
Little Welch's peaches.
I would get more tan at like cheer camp or
Yeah.
softball games. That's where I got all my sunburns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
We
weren't
get off track a lot tonight.
well. I mean, we still
See, I'm
kind of
going
talking
down
about.
memory lane a lot too.
Well, that's what about we remember stories about the girls and um.
So let's get where they are now. That's where we were.
So we're
We
hoping.
tried to get them. We're doing a family vacation again.
Yeah, we're going to the
Yeah,
Maine.
because they said they missed it.
Yeah.
So we're going as a family. We always did something together in the summer.
Not for a
And
whole week. So this is something new.
well, we did the Disney trips
Well, yeah.
and the New York trip,
Oh,
right?
that was
We
about
did.
3 days. Yeah, that was more than 2 days.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 days.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I try to
'cause
forget about that. I can't stand
oh,
that.
you forget
I
everything
hate.
we saw.
I'm
That
not a
could be
fan.
podcast.
I don't like cities. I work in one, and I'm not a fan. So
Yeah, and we did a couple summers week at the camp. We had 2 weeks at the Cape.
yes. Well, we
Yeah,
never really
so
can
we
spend
always
too much
did
time
a
because
week
we
trip,
have pets.
but we always did a week trip. We made it work. But
Yeah, as close
since
to a week as we could
college, we
handle.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd go to the Cape 3 or 4 nights. You'd come home and come back.
Well, we
'cause of the
had it for
pets.
a week, but yeah, I would come home midweek because we had so
Which
many
is what
pets
you're going
to
to do
take care of.
again
Me.
this
You
time.
can't
You're
take
going to
advantage of pet sitters, and then I
no.
would worry
Well,
about
because we have a
them. I
freaking
wanted them
zoo.
to know I was still alive.
We have now. Well, now we have 2 cats, and now we have a bunny,
We have 8 pets.
and we
That's a
have
podcast.
birds. We
There
have
you go.
birds
Okay, and we can tell them where that came
and
from.
the dog.
But we do have a family trip coming up.
Yeah, I'm
And we're
looking
gonna
forward to
do
that.
York, and I won't stay there the whole week, and you're gonna work some of it. But we'll meet up with the girls here and there because I'll be here helping the pets out.
Avery said
What?
that she is parking it. She is staying there and not
She
moving.
should because she's working a lot this summer.
Yeah.
I wish Miranda would too, but it's
So
tricky.
those are the
Work
summer.
schedule.
That's kind of the summer plans that we have here. So that's during middle of July after the 4th of July. So we'll have to crank in a few more podcasts so we won't have to do it there. That would be kind of fun. I'm not bringing all this equipment. It would be kind of fun to do the podcast there.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not bringing all this shit. No. I even thought it'd be fun for us to do it on the deck.
That was
Someday.
your first swear word tonight. I
I
kind of
know,
like
I was
that.
pretty good.
Because the people said you say a lot of
I do.
F words,
Yep, I
and
do.
I'm proud of you tonight.
I do. And my
Summer's a
girls.
good memory for you.
Let's see. That's one of my proudest moments. My girls both have. They talk like longshoremen. They swear like
Not around me.
no.
I-
And the road rage they get from me. Like
Mm.
Avery's 100% me on the road.
So you won't be driving with them to the
Oh yeah.
beach house. It's not really a beach house. It's like a beach cottage.
It's a cottage.
Yes, that's more of our price range. And then you have to get a little cart, a little beach cart. You're
Yeah, I
allowed
don't
2
know about
parking
that.
spots, so you have to kind of like walk your beach wagon 10
I know, I
minutes
was all
down the
excited
road and you're
about-
at the beach.
I was all excited about. I bought this new chair.
Yeah.
Gigantic chair for fat guys.
Yeah,
It
how you-
looks so comfortable.
How are you gonna
It is so damn heavy. Before I bought it, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little backpack. I'm going to have a lot of waters, and I'm going to bring a book and my hat and my glasses and my chair, and I'm just going to walk from the cottage to the beach. It's not
Here's
that
what's
far.
going to happen. You're going to walk from the
I'm
cottage
not
to
gonna
the
walk.
swimming pool at the end of the driveway.
Right.
And
I
that's
am
where
not
your chair's
walking.
going
Like,
to be parked.
There's no way I could walk with this chair. It's gigantic. It's heavy.
I can't carry that.
So no, somebody's dropping me off. You know.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we paid money for this. You know, more than $1,000 for this week, so the girls can drop us off.
Nice.
You know, we're old now. We need help.
Well, we have to do something unique. We said we would. I know the girls might do thrifting with me.
Yeah.
But
Here's
let's get on a
here's
boat or
something
something.
unique. We go through the whole week without like crappy weather or something that happens to one of the pets and we have to go home. That would be nice. Just a nice week,
Okay.
no drama. That's what we
Don't
want.
jinx. Don't
That's
jinx
what we
it.
want. No, that's what we want. So, thank you for listening again to the
Oh, it's
podcast.
over like that.
Well, that was it. I mean, that's all we had the notes for.
All right. Happy summer, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be back next week.
I'm
So-
reading a lot.
Yeah, so this is what's today.
It is. Oh
Well,
my
I'll be
God,
released-
It's
yeah, this-
Tuesday.
this
It's a
podcast.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. This podcast will come out probably Saturday or Sunday,
Yes.
so we can try to get back on track. So we'll have to do more podcasts. So we won't have to do any during our vacation week, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be cool. And me and Miranda having medical things done before, so we're hoping that goes well. She's having her molars out, and I'm having stress tests. So after that, it's all smooth sailing, baby.
I think your stress test is that beach chair walking to York Beach.
Yeah, that was
The
that was
doctor
bad.
should just come with us.
All right. Thanks for listening to the Every Waking Moment podcast, the podcast you didn't know you needed. And remember, you worry about your family, your kids, everything, every waking moment. If you're not doing it right. So thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
I'm a ravenous protagonist, running with the scavengers. None of y'all would be ready for dramatic savageness. I took a break so I could